Hello everyone, I am Vijayanand Narsingrao Janardhan. Today we'll discuss about laws of motion. Before that, we'll discuss about inertia. Inertia is a tendency of the body to resist the change in a state of rest or state of motion is called inertia. Types of inertia. Basically, the three types of inertia. Inertia at rest, inertia of motion, and inertia of direction. Inertia of rest. The inherent properties of body by virtue of which it cannot change its position of rest is called as inertia of rest. Example: a fruit falls down from a tree when the branch is shaken. Because of the branch is set to the motion, but fruit stays in a state of rest. Inertia of motion. The inherent properties of body by virtue of which it cannot change its state of motion is called inertia of motion. Example: when a rotating fan is switched off, it continues to rotate. Inertia of direction. The inherent properties of body by virtue of which it cannot change its direction of motion is called inertia of direction. Example: while sharpening a knife, sparks flies off tangentially from the grinding stone. Mass. The mass is a quantity of matter of the body. We need to expect more force to push a heavier body. Mass is also quantitative measures of the properties of inertia of body. Hence, heavier bodies offers more inertia, that is, mass is directly proportional to the inertia. Newton's first laws of motion. Every inanimate body is continuous in a state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless an external unbalanced force acts on it. Newton's first law of motion is also known as laws of inertia. The state of rest of the state of uniform motion is because of various external forces cancel out to give the zero net resultant force. Newton's second law. Before that, we discuss about momentum. Momentum is a product of mass and velocity. Momentum is a vector quantity. The SI unit of the momentum is kilogram meter per second. Newton's second law of motion. In Newton's second law, the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to impressed force and takes place in the direction in which force acts. Mathematically, the force equals to change in momentum by time. Force equals to final momentum minus initial momentum by time. After solving, the force equals to the product of mass and acceleration. Example: consider two bodies of different masses initially at rest. Suppose a fixed force is applied for the certain interval of time on two bodies. The lighter body picks up greater speed than the heavier object, but at the end of the time interval, each body acquires the same momentum. Therefore, the same force for the same time causes the same change in the momentum for the different bodies. It shows that force is directly proportional to the change in momentum at fixed time for the different bodies having the different masses. Newton's third laws of motion. Newton's third laws of motion is based on action and reaction force. Statement: to every action there is equal and opposite and instantaneous reaction. Example: when a bullet is fired from a gun, a force is exerted by the gun on the bullet and therefore the bullet acquires high velocity. At the same time, the bullet also exerts an equal and opposite force on the gun and the gun moves in the opposite direction with small velocity. Principle of conservation of momentum. This principle of conservation of momentum is based on Newton's third law. That is, according to Newton's third law, action and reaction force are equal in opposite direction. Let F2 be the supposed action force and F1 be the supposed reaction force. According to the statement of Newton's third law, F2 equals to minus F1. When we are substituting the values according to Newton's second laws, that is product of mass and acceleration, m2a2 equals to minus m1a1. Then finally, we simplifying, m1v1 plus m2v2 equals to m1u1 plus m2u2, that is final momentum equals to the initial momentum. If there is no net force acting on the two bodies, then there is a total momentum is conserved. In other form, The momentum may get redistributed among the colliding bodies. One body is gain momentum lost by the other, and hence the principle of conservation of momentum. If the two bodies, freely moving bodies, collides, the total momentum after collision is the same as the total momentum before collision. Thank you for watching me. Please like and subscribe.